Today, our champion Joanne Ruzzano of Weymouth, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Diane Parsons of Derry, New Hampshire on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, always speaking for everybody in the crew when I say we are glad you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts for 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling, and of course it's total pinfall which determines our winner. Now, each of our bowlers will take home a permanent souvenir. These are provided by Din Brothers of Boston and Holyoke. And each will take home some prize money because we have guaranteed prize money of $700 for the winner, $350 for the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string, and if they tie, each would get $50. Also, our marksman of the day, the bowler with the most marks, will receive a $50 gift certificate from Rotman's Furniture of Worcester. Okay, let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Diane Parsons is making her first appearance on our program, right? And you won your roll-off with a very nice 627. You know, I noticed one of our all-time best bowlers is here, Peter Flynn. Why is he here today?
He's my cousin.
Right, I know that. And your mother was on this program some time ago, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. Yeah, when it was live.
Yeah. Alice McNiven?
Yep.
That's the same lady. No, I'm only teasing you. Yeah. Okay, relax, because I know it's your first time. This lady's composed. She just comes in here week after week and just keeps knocking off people and makes it easy, right?
Well, it's not that easy. No. Last week was a real close one.
Well, you know I'm kidding, because you have come from behind very, very well, yes. And you have won 6 in a row. And, of course, the big one was when you knocked off Janet Pock, who seemed to be in command, and now you're taking over, and you don't want anybody to take it away from you, right?
Well, no, but you never know.
Right. Okay, enough of that. So we'll get underway right after this. Our challenger, Diane Parsons, Derry, New Hampshire, making her first appearance. High single 172, high triple 432, and league average 114. One, 2, 4, and 9. And the only piece of wood is over to the left behind these pins. Got a couple more. 4 and 9 still standing. It's an 8. Nice right pocket hit and a spare leave. The 4 and the 8 with wood in between. And Diane has a spare. Joanne Ruzzano, our defending champion, she's won 6 in a row. High single 179, high triple 419, and league average 117. Missed the head pin, went to the left side, but she has left 5 pins standing, and the corners are full, the 7 and 10, and in between she has the 1 and no, check that, 2, 5, and 8. Almost pulled it off. The kingpin's the only one still standing, the 5. A 10. The 3, the 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And she got all but one. Just that 9 pin. A 10. Now Diane Parsons making her first appearance. Four. That's the fill. Leaving the 4 horsemen plus the 5 and the 8. Two left. The 4 and the 7. A 10. One, 3, 10 with wood where the 6 would be, 2 pieces of wood where the 6 would ordinarily be. 2 full. For a moment it appeared she was going to be right in that 1-3 pocket, and then it moved just a little bit left. A 9. Diane is employed by Edward High Vacuum, and Joanne Ruzzano, who is up on the line now, is a secretary for Bernstein Beauty Supply Company. Diamond left plus the 7. Got a couple. Still has a triangle. This is the 4, 7, and 8. It's an 8. All right, it's not an 8, it's a 7 because of a foul with the pin that was in the gutter. I looked away at the time, for which I apologize, and I promise faithfully I shall keep my eyes glued on those pins. Okay, we are now looking at the 2, 3, 4, and 7, and Joanne, yes, did get a spare. All right, after 4 boxes of the first and 4 boxes of the second, we always take a break, and with the bonus ball still to be rolled by Joanne Ruzzano, the score right now is Diane Parsons 41, Joanne Ruzzano 37. Diane Parsons, oh, that one got away. Diane is the mother of 2. Came back and darn near got them all. Has left the 5 and 9. Boy, that's unusual. That bowling ball won the high jump championship. I don't think I've ever seen that. Still has 4 horsemen right side, plus the 5, 9, and in the corner on the left, the 7. Little 2 full. It's an 8. Pair of 8s. Our defending champion, Joanne Ruzzano. Once again, Senor Alberto Giglio is on our electronic on our electronic scoreboard, and Keith Williams is in the hot spot. Okay, 8. That is the fill for Joanne on her spare in the 4th. And she's looking at the 5 and 9. Ooh, got just a 9. Right by the 5. Probably a little bit bothered by the fact that there was a pin perpendicular to the pit and just to the left of the 5 pin. But she went right on at that time, made it for a 10. Strike! A hammer. They went down in a hurry. Diane Parsons, today's challenger, comes to the line, and she has left the 1, the 2, and the 4. Got just the head pin. A 10. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. Phil Rubin, of course, is our producer and director. 1, 3, 6, and 10. No. Too full. Nine. Now Joanne Ruzzano. All right, first one gets her 8 and leaves the 2 and 4. Yes. Spare on top of her strike. A little too full on the head pin. She was thinking strike, and I don't blame her. 3, 6, 10 over on the right, and 1 piece of wood in front of the 7. Took out the 6. It's a 7. Our crew today is Skip Peabody, Ron Schindler, Jeff Sullivan, Craig Pizzo, and in post-production videotape, George Ellard. The 4 and the 10. Oh, too bad. She went for the 4 pin, and presumably will again. Missed it again, so it is an 8. Ralph Stewart, of course, is our lob line judge and referee, and the man who puts it together and keeps it together and keeps us on our toes, our producer and director, Phil Rubin. Diamond, right. Yes. Here's the fill. Looks good. It's 8. Right in on the 1-3 pocket. And a 102. Big hit. Everything down except the 7. She's got it. Here's the fill. Ooh, she liked it, you could tell. She had her arm up in the air ready to come down in a chop of glee. All right. Let's see now whether she can pick up the 4. Yes, now she can really be gleeful. I don't know where that glee came from, but with me, you never know. And the fill. Big 8. So a fine 135 opening string for our defending champion, Joanne Ruzzano, who picks up $50 for winning that first string, 135 to 102. Middle string, defending champion leads it off. 1, 3, 9, and 10. Wood behind the 1 and 3, in front of the 10. Got the 3 and 10. 1 and 9 still there. The wood is out of there also. A 10. Four horsemen, right side, 1, 3, 6, 10, plus the 8 pin in back. Wood in front of the 8. Punching out the 3. It is a 7 box. Diane Parsons, today's challenger. Wood rolled over and hit the 10, but did not knock it down. So she's looking at 1, 2, 10 with wood in front of it. Made it without the wood. She didn't need to. When she hit that head pin, it flew right over that piece of wood and knocked down the 10. Here's the fill. 8 is the fill, and she's looking at the 5 and the 8 to try to convert for 2 in a row. Oh, surprise, surprise. The 8 pin's still there. Rocked back and forth, but it didn't go. But she picks up the single pin for a 10. Now Joanne Ruzzano. Going to work on the diamond right. Three, 5, 6, and 9. Gone. Six. No wood to help, and she's looking at the 2, 4, 7, and the 6 pin. Nope. Held that one too long and missed everything as she, by the time she released it, her arm had come too far and it went down into the pit to the left of everything, just skipping over the last few inches of the gutter. It's an 8. Now Diane Parsons from Derry, New Hampshire, today's challenger, making her very first appearance in our program. 1, 5, and 8. That's what she knocked down that time. Ooh, right down the same spot without touching anything. It's a 6. Tough split. She's got the 7 alone and then parallel pins, the 5 and 6 and the 9 and 10. Not even one little piece of wood to help. Good try. A 7. Another check on the scoreboard after 4 boxes. Here are the middle string. First string, in case you just joined us, our defending champion won at 135 to 102, and here after 4, it's tied at 41. Joanne Ruzzano, our defending champion, fires and leaves the 1, 3, 7, 8, 10, and 3 pieces of wood. Did not hit the object, which was the 1-3 area. They're still standing, also the 7. She cleaned that up for a 10. For a 10. Triangle on the left-hand side, 2, 4, 5. She knew she had missed that one, just turned around as soon as she had released it. It's a 10. Diane Parsons, today's challenger, leaves the 4 horsemen left side and the 8 pin in back, but there is wood behind the 1 and 3 that could take out the 8, but she had to hit the head pin in order to get it. A 10. it going to be? No. It's not going to be a strike, but she will have a single pin if she can get at it. It will be the 8 pin. There are 3 pieces of wood which are not parallel to the, well, actually there are 6 down, but 3. And if she can knock those out of the way and get at it, no, she couldn't. Wait a minute. A piece came back and knocked it down. Now Joanne Ruzzano. Two, 4, 7, and 6. Wood to the right of and in front of the 6 pin. Yes, she made it work. Six is the fill. 2, 4, 6, and 10, with wood in between the 6 and 10. Still 3 pins there, and she will probably go for the 2 on the right. It's a 9. Now Diane Parsons, who is today's challenger from Derry, New Hampshire. One, 2, 7, and 10, with wood in front of the 10. Now some wood across the 1 and 2. Yes, she made it. So 2 marks in a row. Didn't like that one. The fill is 4. 6 and 10 over on the right, and the 1, 2, and 4, and 8. Still 4 pins standing, so she has a choice of the 6 and 10 or the 4 and 8. But she chose to go for the 6 and 10. Our defending champion, Joanne Ruzzano, who is in the leadoff role in the middle string. 5 pin rocking but not going, and she has 5 and 6. Go for the 6 and try to get the piece of wood that's to the left of it to move over. Yes, it worked. The piece of wood was alongside the 6, and so she was able to take out the 6 and kick that piece of wood over to get the 5. Five is the fill. She wasn't too happy with that, and she wasn't too happy with the fact that she doesn't have any wood to help this division of pins where it's a 3, 6, 10 on the right and the 4 and 7 over on the left, and a big space in the middle. Six and 10 she got, so now obviously she'll go for the 4 and the 7. It's a 9 and a 110. Diane Parsons, today's challenger, and she has a 9-pin drop here. 6-pin to pick up. Too bad. She missed the single pin, took out a piece of wood that was behind it. That was the noise you heard, those of you who are unable to see and who rely on our description here, or the sounds that you hear. She has left the 3-6-10 over on the right, and on the left the 4-pin. There's a piece of wood behind the 4-pin, but it's pretty much parallel to the pit, so probably wouldn't be much good. She goes for the 3-6, and she got both the 3-6, but did not get the 10, did not get the 4. It's a 9 and a 108. So, by 2 pins, Joanne Ruzzano picks up another $50 as she has won the middle string 110 to 108. Her lead is 35, 245 to 210. So here in the third with a 9 and 8 by Diane Parsons and an 8 and 9 by Joanne Ruzzano. That's a pair of 17s after 2 boxes. Here again is Diane. Challenger Diane Parsons with the first ball leaves the 1, 2, and 7. Excuse me, 10. She made it. Spare in the third. She has 1 pin left. It's been rocking back and forth, but it will not go down. It is the 8-pin, still rocking. Yes. Two in a row. Now Joanne Ruzzano. No wood to help. 3, 6, 10 on the right and the 4-pin over on the left. Just one, the 3-pin. A 7. So all of a sudden, 12 pins knocked off her lead, down to 23. And opposite, a mark, a spare. One, 2, 5, and 7 with wood in front of the 7. Excuse me, 2, 4, 5, and 7. Yes. So spare opposite spare here. Now Diane Parsons with an opportunity to pick up bonus money for 3 marks in a row. She has 2, trying for the 3rd. She has great shot. She has a 9-pin drop. She has 2 pieces of wood right in front of the 10-pin. Is it 3 in a row? Yes. 3 marks in a row, and a lot of noise from the folks who have come to cheer for her, including her cousin Peter Flynn. Now a thin hit. 7-pin alone over on the left-hand side, and on the right, she has the 2, 4, 5. It's 2, 4, 2. Wait a minute. Let's start again, Don. She has the 3, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Everything down except the 7-pin. And she picks up the single pin. So, Joanne Ruzzano's lead cut from 35 to 23, and here's the bonus ball, and she gets 7. And a spare leave. She has left the 3, 6, and 10. Got the 3 and 6, but not the 10. It's a 9 box. Opposite the spare 4. And the lead again has descended from 35 to 23 to 21 to 16, opposite a 10. It's got a split. 7-pin alone, and on the right, the 6 and 10. 3 pieces of wood kind of staggered across the area where the 1, 2, 3 would be. She decided to go to the right for the piece of wood that was partially in the gutter and trying to kick the 6-pin over. It's an 8, and that's opposite a 10, so her lead is now down to 14. With 4 boxes to go, our challenger, Diane Parsons, on the line. Diane has 4 horsemen left side plus the 9. Not an easy shot with the only piece of wood off to the right. Got the 9, but the 4 horsemen is still there. To 9. A little too full on the head pin. She has left the 5, 6, and 10. The 1 piece of wood which is not in front of anything over to the left. And another piece that's pretty much across the 6 and the 10. Nothing. Nine. Joanne Ruzzano, whose lead had dropped to 14 from 35, however, opposite a pair of 9s here by her challenger. Three pieces of wood are kind of down, and she has not quite the picket fence, but she has the 7, 8, and 10. Those are the 3 pins that are standing, and 3 pieces of wood together, bunched, in front of the 7 and 8 on a slight angle that would favor them going over towards the 10 if she gets it too far enough on the left. Hold on! The 8-pin rocking back and forth with a piece of wood coming up and hitting it, but it will not go. A 9. And that's opposite a 9. So her lead remains 14 pins. One, 2, and 10 still standing. Got just the head pin. 2 and 10 still there. Another 9. So again, it's a stalemate here. So Joanne still has a 14-pin lead going into the final 2 boxes as she is attempting to win her 7th straight. Ralph calls time as Diane Parsons has 3 more pins dropped than originally, and so she has the 7, the 9, and the 10 with 1, 2, 3 pieces of wood. He went down to check to see whether the one that's nearer to her was behind the deadwood line. It is. It's in play, and no, she wasn't able to make it work. Her 3rd consecutive 9. This is Diane Parsons, who is making her first appearance on our program. Got the 4-pin, but could not move the wood over hard enough to take the 10. A 10 buck. A 116. Her league average is 114. That was a 116. So Joanne now has won 7 in a row. Nice shot. She used the wood and knocked down the 7-10. Six is the fill. Four horsemen left side. 1, 2, 4, and 7 didn't get number 1. With her competitive spirit, she went, darn. And she's already won. Well, I think it was darn. Okay, 10, and now Joanne Ruzzano has won 7 consecutive victories. 7 in a row. $50 in bonus money will go to our challenger today for winning the 3rd string, 116 to 102. However, Joanne Ruzzano has won again the match, 347 to 326. We've had a winner the last 2 weeks, so not too many in here. As you know, when we have a winner, we empty out the drum and start all over again. So today, the total both bowlers combined is $673, and naturally it's just $50 because we're starting all over again. But when I draw the card in here, even if it's nowhere near that, that person will be rewarded with a $50 gift certificate from Christmas Tree Shops. Now, let's see, $673. That's what we're going for today. This one comes from, there's a new one for me, Grovenordale, Connecticut. Okay. And this is Anthony Smolas, whose guess is $770, so next week it's going to be $100 in here. Now, the high-low jackpot, $375. You have won 7 in a row. This is your 7th chance at that. When are you going to knock it down? Yeah, I did too. Okay, Diane. Well, over here, please, Diane. And I don't know whether, do you feel like, glad that's over?
Yes.
Well, the first time has got to be tough, I want to tell you. I mean, Joanne knows because she was a loser the very first time when she was on the program. All right, you lost the match. The key word is what? Okay, we have, Diane, for you, we have $350 and $100 in bonus money, okay?
I'll take it.
You'll take that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Quickly, how old are your children?
Jennifer is almost 13 and Melissa is 4.
You're too young to have children that big. All right. And here's a little permanent souvenir from Din Brothers. Okay, fine. Hope to see you again. 7 in a row.
Lucky 7.
And we have $700 plus $100 in bonus money for Joanne Ruzzano, plus another of these, and from Din Brothers, and also a $50 gift certificate for Marksman of the Day, yes. And we'll see you as you go for number 8 against Mal Honorado. Okay? That'll be next week. You'll be here?
I'll be here.
Okay, I will be too. See you then. Bye-bye, everybody.